Hi guys, and welcome back to Nick Morel at Nick Morel Abstracts, and Happy New Year to you all. It's 2020 now, January the 1st. Thought I'd get back into the studio. Had a customer wanting this one. It's very similar to the universal one with heavy marbling and some gold waves. You've seen this one done before, but a lot of people seem to like this effect, so I thought I'd just run through this again. Products using today. Obviously we've got the Peebo 41, the white, vivid white, and the golds are going to be using today a 350 Peebo again, the 352, both different golds. The 350 is quite a heavy gold, and the 352 is more of a subtle. And with the customers asked for some quite heavily marbling with the white, and we'll be using the silver, the 351, to create the marbling effect. You've seen this again in tutorials before. I'll just run this through. Size of canvas tonight is a 30 by 20. This is what the clients asked for, and we're just going to try and create all the marble effect first on the canvas. With the whites, I'm going to try and no oil. I'm going to add in these marbling effects on there probably 6 cups pour to try and get the marbling effect in. On just the two centers, I've just added some oil in the silver, just the 1 drop of oil in this silver, which I'm just going to add to these 2 central cups. Try and make a more interesting center with cells. The outsides will have just a smooth marble look with no cells, hopefully. Both the golds have got oil in them. Again, just 1 drop, very slightly stirred. It's on a 50-50 basis, as always. And I've got my whites already. Again, it's consistency, as you can see there. It's got a warm honey, thick yogurt. Perfect. So I've got about 800 mils of white already mixed up, and obviously all mixed with liquid pour medium, which we use on a 50-50 basis. That way you're just guaranteed to have a perfect finish, no cracking, it just dries glossy, perfect all the time. So I use a 50-50. So just don't skimp on that. 50-50, perfect results every time. Okay. So I'm just going to fill the cups up now. Again, it's all taped up underneath the canvas. Always make sure the canvas is taped up underneath with masking tape. Nice and neat. And now we're just going to fill the cups up. Okay, about halfway to do first. May add some more. About halfway. Okay. Again, it's going to use up quite a lot of white, this pour, so you don't waste it. Get it all in. Again, it's always hard to judge how much white you're going to use, but always go more than less. So scrape all your edges. Again, just trying to get this up to halfway. More here. Again, try not to waste, because this is quite a wasteful form of art. Can be quite expensive. I'd say I quite sell most of my art, so I don't skimp on any products. Use all the best products. Right, that's the whites in. Now on the outside ones here, these four here, I've got the silver mixed up again to the consistency on a 50-50 base, and then drop this from a height. We're just going to put this, has got no oil in this one, so the outside ones. So what, quite heavily marbling. So drop that through to the middle, and the outside ones here. That's okay. And then this one with the centre ones has got oil. I'll just label this up, which is always handy, just so I don't get confused. And again, we're going to drop that into the centres. So give it from a height to try and drop it right through. Okay, put the golds aside. Now we'll go with these two first. These four first, sorry. And just give that a second just to come through. So I've kept some white back in case you have to do some edges. So just give that a while just to settle down. So no need to torch these ones, there's no oil in these ones. Just run that. And these ones in the middle. Now we're just going to try and walk that round. Into your corners first. And this is how we create marbling. Come the other way. I'll let these two go in the middle after I get these ones going. Then we'll come down. Now we can probably let these two go now. So these have the oils in them. Just try and get that over there. just to try and add some effects just through the middle sections. This is a great marble and a great way of correcting a natural marble stone effect. And again the left hand corner, and now we'll move over and try and bring it all over to the other side. Stretch the silvers out, and that way I'll just leave little veins of the marbling. So we're running quite a lot of the silver off, but that's how we create this marble effect. Into the bottom right hand corner now. And now we're going to try and bring it over again. As you can see, we're trying to create a nice heavy marbling on this one. So we're trying to leave quite a lot there. Again, you can see and just try and run a lot of this off. That's how we leave the big veins like that. Again, it's quite a heavy marble effect, which is what the client wants on this one. And you just keep moving it around until you're happy with the look. Remembering, obviously, we're going to put some gold wave stripes in this. So just trying to bring that all over central. And just trying to imagine, obviously, where your gold stripes are going to come. Obviously it's a really nice heavy marbling effect, this one. And again, just try and cover any corners that you think need covering. Again, I'm not too worried about the edges on this one, as this is going to be framed. As I explained before, Teresa, who frames all my artwork for me, she actually takes these off the canvas boards, unclips them from the wood, and then we just, as the flat canvas, she sticks it to some board and then frames as she would a photograph or painting. Very professional look. So just make sure we get all your edges. As you can see, a nice marble effect, heavy marble effect on this one. Okay, then I might just torch through there slightly to get rid of some of them bubbles. Make sure the bottom's on. see here where there's some oil in this central bit. So didn't add oil in the other four. That way you create some nice quieter areas here. We've got some heavier settling here, and obviously once we get the gold wave in, it'll all come together and the golds will bleed, and the golds have oil in, so they will come together, and as it dries they will bleed more. So I find it easier for the big cup. I tend to put the golds into a smaller cup. I just find it easier to pour. And I tend to just make an edge. So here is central. I'm going to have a one wave coming right through here. So just run that off first. Just run that through there. Again, it's all going to move. So one there. I'm going to go with one. And just run it off again. Just a nice thin one through there. And the other side. So run it off. I'm going to probably add a bit thicker. Just keep doing until you're happy with the look. Obviously it's all gonna bleed. And these stripes will probably grow at least double their size. So not too much, but not too little either. And again, just get it on. Again, this is all going to bleed. And I've got 352 now, which I just want to put an edge on the outside edge of these. Two different sorts of golds that climb wide. And just run that so they'll all bleed in. And again on the other edge as well. Again, stunning golds these two. And again, just that's cool. And that's all going to bleed in with two different golds. Then put a bit of gold there. You know, just cover that up. It's no problem. Fine, that will settle down. Now I've gone for 350. It's going to have a thicker band in the middle, so just add a bit of that. And again, this is all going to bleed. We'll just give it a little move, see if we can get them golds blending in together. Now the other way. It's fine. And again, this is just all going to grow As you can see, the two golds are blending in here, and as it dries, they're going to fan into the white a bit more. You can see that. Obviously the stripes seem quite small at the moment, but by the finish they're going to double in that size and come into the marbling. Might add a bit more gold into the outside ones. A 352. Again, just try and get that moving in. Again, don't worry what this looks like now. Once dried, this is going to grow. Just try and get them blending in. And then move them back again. And that way the two golds will merge in to each other. Let's just create a stunning look. Once it's all dried, this is all going to merge. You can see the golds now coming into the silvers. And this will create a stunning piece once dried. And then just go around and touch up any areas you feel need touching up. Again, just a couple of dots of where the golds are splashed out, but just touch them up, literally touch them up with a bit of white. At this stage, no problem. But as you can see, the golds already are starting to move and blend out. It's probably fine with the two golds here emerging in. And the heavy marbling. Just going to torch through the centre now, where them golds are. Again, good tip, always check that the cap, I've just filled this up with gas, check that's secure. I had a horrible painting once. It was quite a large one I was doing, and the cap dropped off into the painting. I'm always nervous of that now. Again, just torch right through. But stunning effects, these ones. Everyone seems to like these ones. These were the colours of the 8 we done for the Universal Studios. They ordered 8 off me, large 4x2s. They're on their way. Some of them over there already. And again, all they wanted was the gold and silvers and the marbling. They just seen the marbling, and it's what they wanted, the marbling effect. And that's literally how you create the marbling effect like that. And that's with gold waves. Again, it will totally change in the drying process. These golds will probably grow at least one more third and blend in. So you've got the two golds, the client wanted the two golds here, 350, 352. I've just done a more of a subtle one gold through the middle, 350, 352 again this one, and 351 the silver mixed in with the white, and we've created a heavy marbling there, and we've just oiled on them the two in the middle. That way it hasn't gone totally sailed up everywhere. It's created more interesting quiet areas of marble here, with lots of cells here, a few cells here, but quieter here. But it's quite a heavy to create like natural stone here, and this one's going to go in a frame. It will create a stunning piece once it's all finished and dried up. So I hope you're liking these, guys. First one back in the new year. So I'm not too worried about the edges on this one because this is going to be framed. But still nice to keep a clean look. So any other ones you would like me to do? I know you've probably seen this similar one before. But this is just an order, so I thought I'd just show you again because this one was more heavier marbling, like the Universal Studios commissions. It's a 30 by 20. It's a Winsor Newton canvas. I tend to use all Winsor Newton canvases. They are expensive, but they are quality. They really are quality, and it really does show. They hold the paints well. The cheaper canvases you can buy, some from Hobbycraft. I've bought the real cheap ones. They're not. They're just. I just don't bother. I do practice on them, but if I was going to sell a piece, I would not use them. The paints just soak in. They're not creosoted up well. So just don't skimp on your products. So there you go. I hope you liked that one. And that's how to create a simple, stunning piece with literally just them 3 colours and white to create the marble look. But creates a real stunning piece with the waves. Okay, lots more to come in January. I'm doing lots of different pieces, but if there's anything you want me to do or show you, just please drop me a message or any questions that I've not covered. It can be quite daunting at first, but once you've got the mix right with the marbling, these effects you can create are simply stunning. Okay, until next time, so I wish you a happy new year again, and we'll see you later.